was fun. We would walk the back roads sometimes, or the front roads, and there was hardly not a lot of traffic. Not now. I remember there were some older people that used to always walk on the road, and everybody in Kohala knew that they would have to watch out for them. So everybody kind of watched out for everybody else. They knew some of the people that would walk on the road, and maybe they were a little old and they'd walk in the middle of the road, and people would always be really nice to them. What's my favorite thing about Kohala? I guess just everything growing up here and being taken care of, community. I think of when one of my kids was little, and this is kind of recently, he would fall asleep a lot. And one day he fell asleep on the bus coming home. And I think it was, I don't know if it was Auntie Lulu or, I can't remember who the bus driver was, but she went to the back of the bus, and here Cody was sleeping. So she woke him up and she brought him home. And that kind of epitomizes Kohala. We take care of each other. You know how Kohala has changed. And I know back in the 70s, sometimes I was kind of like not really nice to the new people that came, because I felt like, again, people were coming and telling us what to do. And I realize now that, in this country we have freedom of movement, right? And people move here and with their own values. But I think Kohala has an impact on the newcomers, that they understand the deep, the deep-seated values that we have for family and aloha, and I think even not judging people. So I'm just hoping with the changes that now we have the saying, keep Kohala, Kohala. But I think it's so important. And I think one other thing that maybe makes me a little sad about what's happening now is that you guys, and maybe some of your parents, it's really hard to afford to live here. You rent a house for $3,000 or $4,000, and who has that kind of money here? And I know Uncle Dennis Matsuda and I talked a couple weeks ago about this. How can you guys or my children afford to live here in Kohala and stay here? And I don't think it's just Kohala. I think it's everywhere. But that kind of makes me a little bit sad that some of my kids who are raising their children here, it's going to be hard for them.